Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to showcase you how we can connect a Copilot Studio based agent with our Dataverse table using tools or action. Why do we want to do that? Consider that you have a Power Platform based solution. Now, in most of the solution, the data would either reside in Dataverse or in SharePoint. And in many cases, it would be in Dataverse. Now consider you are creating an agent which is basically supporting your whole solution, whole workflow solution, and you wanted to give your user an agent which basically can react or act or respond based on your Dataverse table. In this video, I am going to show you a very simple example of how we will be able to connect with the table accounts and how we would be able to query the data, filter the data dynamically based on the user's response. So first of all, let us understand which table we are going to use. I'm going to use the account table, which is basically a standard table. Consider you have your data in the accounts table, and now what we wanted to do is we wanted to create an agent which basically be able to respond and get data from this table. Let us see some quick examples. So let's say I wanted to get data based on the account number. So for the first query, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say get details of account number 4456, which actually doesn't exist in the database. And let's see how the agent is responding to that. So if you see here, it says it didn't find any details about account number 4456. The reason is there is no account number with the number 4456. Now let us try some real example wherein it will be able to give us the data. I'm saying give me account details of number, specific one which basically does exist in the system. And if you see, now it is able to respond that this is the account details of the person based on the account number, and it has also returned us the values which is there. We will talk about how I have configured this, but let's take another example. So this was an filter which was based on the account number column. Now if you see here, there is a column called city, right? And what I'm going to ask is I'm going to say which accounts are based in Redmond. It means what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to go and find me all the accounts based on the city Redmond. And if you see here, it was able to find it, and it is able to respond that there are 3 accounts which are based in Redmond city, right? Let's take one more example where it can create a different kinds of query. And we'll ask, for example, which accounts have more than 2000 employees. So you see, it has basically returned us all the accounts which has more than 2000 employees, and there is number of employees column which is basically returning us the ones which are more than 2000. So this way we are able to basically dynamically pass the filter values. I will show you how we have configured this. So first, just create your Copilot Studio based agent. No fancy things. Then what I did is I had configured a tool which is basically Dataverse connector. So choose a Dataverse connector, and we are using the action list rows from selected environment. What does this action does is it basically allows us to get data from a particular table from a particular environment. So we are using this. If you select this, what it will do is it will ask you to basically certain inputs. Now the three main part is detail, input and completion. Let me just show you the one which I have configured so that you understand how the particular agent is behaving based on what we have set up. First and foremost thing, I updated the name so that it is a relevant name for which we are getting data from. So in this particular case, we are going to get data from account table. So I'm saying get account information. Why this is necessary? Because in your real world use case, what are you going to do is you are probably not going to use single tool or action. You might be creating different tools and actions for a single agent which might be getting data from multiple places. In this case, we are using only single table, which is account table, and I'm saying get account information from the table. Then for the environment and for the table name, we don't want user to basically ask this information or dynamically fill within UI. Why? Because we are creating a specific use case where I wanted to get account information for this agent using tools, these tools or action. So what I'm doing is I'm basically selecting the environment, which is the targeted environment on which my table is there, and I'm also selecting the targeted table, which is basically my account table. So if you have already set up and if you have access to the environment which you have, by default all of this would come automatically. And then this is interesting. This is where you would be able to dynamically set the filter. One thing to understand here is that by default only the required inputs, which is basically the properties or parameters which we have to pass to this connector, which is list selected rows from the environment, would only be visible. You would have to select on add input and then basically select the filter query. Now why this filter query is necessary? Because we wanted to dynamically pass the value or dynamically pass the filter to the list row action, and that's the reason it is important. Now here if you see, I have not selected custom value. I am saying dynamically fill with AI. This is where we are going to use the power of AI. In some cases, what I have seen is without configuring this, without any more instruction, it works sometimes, but sometimes it does not work. So what we generally have to do is we have to click on customize. We have to update the description. Now consider this description column as in a prompt instruction which you wanted to send it to your AI so that it knows how to generate the OData style filter expression which is supported by Dataverse APIs. So in this case, the Dataverse action. So what I have modified here is I'm saying that this is an optional parameter. So if the user intent is not to filter, do not pass this parameter. So by giving this instruction, I'm saying that if the user's query doesn't looks like anything to be filtered from, then this is an optional parameter and we don't have to pass anything, and they can just be returning everything which is there in the database. And I'm just saying that use this format, column name equal to some value. I'm just giving a generic example that find the entity based on the user query and then consider that as a column name and some value which user would have input, right? So for example, in our case, when we were talking about get me account details from a particular account number, what it was giving me, it was passing the filter as account number equal to this. How did it know that? Based on this format, the AI was smart enough to basically generate this OData query. But I'm also giving some examples. Now why I need to give this example is because in some cases, without giving an example, the columns which is basically able to return, it is not able to identify that column in the Dataverse API. So it is better that you give the examples of different column types. In this case, I'm saying example number of employees greater than 2500, address city equal to Pune. So these are the two queries as an example I had given, and based on that we were getting the input. So this is how basically the AI understand to pass dynamically filter values. And when we had seen the maps, you see, when we asked a particular question, as a developer, you would be also able to understand what is the filter query which is being sending. You can also extend it to pass multiple queries so that it can be able to filter it based on multiple values by using the OData query itself. So here you have seen how we can use power of AI and how we can use tools or actions within Copilot Studio to use the Dataverse based connector action, which is get or list rows from the selected environment and able to dynamically filter the values and get data from the Dataverse table and present it to the user. So in this case, what you can do is, since most of our solutions are already using Power Platform and are based on Dataverse, creating an agent which would be able to interact with your data specifically for your use case or specific for your workflow solution or automation which you have did is going to make a larger difference, because user don't have to go and interact with the user interface, a Power Apps or a model driven or a canvas based app, but you are also giving them an agent from where they would be able to find certain information. This example can be extended to any of your custom tables. It can also have multiple actions which would be able to retrieve data from multiple tables, and you can also chain your actions. So basically passing output of one action into input of another action if there are relational tables and everything which you there. So that's it for this video. This was a quick look on how Copilot Studio can interact with your database table using tools or actions. Thank you for watching.